living the life, living large. Tony's in charge, he's got the knowledge, the skills, and the art. Streaming live, stock trading all day, helping people learn and make money their own way. From Wall Street to Tokyo, Tony's got the flow. Teaching the game, ain't nothing to show. He's got the charts, the trends, and the moves. Making profit, making moves, his groove. Trade with Tony, he's the man. Learn from him, you'll join the winning band. Making money worldwide, it's a blast. Trade with Tony and making fortune fast. living large. Tony's in charge. He's got the knowledge, the skills, and the art. Streaming live, stock trading all day, helping people learn and make money their own way. From Wall Street to Tokyo, Tony's got the flow. Teaching the game, ain't nothing to show. He's got the charts, the trends, and the moves. Making profit, making moves his groove. Trade way Tony, he's the man. Learn from him, you'll join the winning band. Making money worldwide, and it's a blast. Trade with Tony and making fortune fast.
Good morning, traders, and welcome to Day Trade with Tony. I am, of course, Tony, in case you were wondering who that fat guy on the internet is. And we're all about day trading, so let's get on with the task in hand. We traded IVP earlier. We've just taken a small position, started position with CTMX. CTMX had really good earnings last night. It went up to over like $9.5. And then it had poor clinical trial results, which it went the other way, back down to $2. So it's looking at bouncing right now. So I thought, okay, I'll look to get it if it breaks the quarter dollar over $3. So that's what I've done. I've got a starter position here, and it's adhering fairly well to the nine bounce. So I'm not worried about this one just yet. I will get out if it breaks the 20. So there we go. Yeah, good. An early bird gets the worm, Mike. And IVP called. If you're in the Discord, you'll know I called it out this morning. Big moves on IVP this morning. Reverse split yesterday, and managed to get a big move from like $4, just over $4, all the way up to like $5.52. So, like I say, here, $3.13. Get me out of this. 20. Where we're at. Anything less, I'll get out. Oh, guys, let's do a roll call, shall we? Ricky, good morning to you, dude. Alberto, you're always welcome. Morning, Mike. And I think that's everybody so far. Don, morning to you, buddy. And Alistair's here also, so good stuff. I'm Mr. J. Nice one, Jay. Nobody goes broke taking profits. Just remember that, buddy. Right, okay. Going on with... Okay, you'll be able to hear me now. Okay. Oh, have I missed Lisa? I didn't see. Oh, Lisa, yeah. So sorry, Lisa. Completely missing you there. But I do apologise. So there's quite a lot of earnings still. In the 8 o'clock algorithmic scrum right now. My thoughts on Reddit is nobody ever goes broke taking profits, Jay. So it's okay to no problem, Mike. It's no problem to hold your position, but if you're up 400%, you need to be taking profits. You need to be locking some of those gains in. And move your stock closer up. So it's whatever you relieve in the trade, it's a move your stop up. So pulls back and does stop you out, it does stop you out profitably. Or just put a trailing stop in place for whatever it takes. Some profits now. Put a trailing stop in for the remainder. Take 50% off and hold the other 50% with a trailing stop, and you'll be good to go. So, so let's have a look at Reddit for you. Do I think Reddit's going to move up to $60 pre-market? No. Quite simply, absolutely not. So, what, you bought it mid-April, I guess. Down at the lows and $40. So yeah, Reddit, big gap up on earnings and major sell-off. So there's no volume on Reddit right now. No volume at all. It's kind of flat today. So big gap up on earnings yesterday. Well, it's actually gap up was on Tuesday evening on the earnings, and it just sold off all yesterday after the open. So Reddit, it doesn't look too good. It certainly won't get back up to 60 today, I don't think. Not without a catalyst. The markets are down as well, so any mid and high caps, larger float stocks are going to be. I know it's a recent IPO, but they're going to be influenced by the market direction. Roblox selling off. Missed this. Breaks 31. Down to 31. Looking for a break of 31. I completely missed it. I was watching for Roblox, the earnings on Roblox. Completely missed it. Poor earnings from Roblox, it looks like. Dollar. Yeah, that was on the back of a catalyst, though. I had earnings. I don't think it'll be going back to 60 anytime soon, given the nature of Reddit. But it's probably likely to pull back a little bit, I think. Hard sell off yesterday. Over the days, 30.85. I want to see it down around 30.50. Morning, Oscar. Hey, Alistair. Alistair too. Playing with my emotions now, Roblox. Come on, get on with it. I know I was late to the party, but got 50% move. $0.05 spreads. Not helping that 50% move. I'm looking for cents on the ask. And then so. half of that off. Breaks 30. I will again go back in. 30. Trading Roblox earnings. Smaller size this morning. Shorting. I don't normally do much shorting on this channel, to be fair. I'm a long bias trader, but when you get a strong move like this to the downside, why not? And we break 29. 29 as the base there. Nice to see 29 on the ask. Oh, gonna go without me. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. 500 shares left in. We'll get out to $30. That's my average. So 30 is my cutoff right now. It's kind of break even on the remaining 500. Breaks new lows. I will look to scale back in, but I'm expecting this to pop up back to 30. Definitely could have taken more, but left a lot on the table by not taking larger size. Ice bear, that's me. Cold as ice. $28 is now the base. Roblox not liking their earnings. First candle to make a new high amount, so that's 29.50. Hot momentum stock right now is Roblox. It's to the downside, but that's where the momentum is, down safe side. Hot momentum stock to the upside is CPOP, CPOP. On this double bottom at 28. Got below 28, I'll look to scale back in. To break even, still be in my stock. I think we're good here. 28.50. I don't think this is going to go too much lower than 28 at the moment. Maybe 27.70, something like that. But showing signs of exhaustion here, so I'm gonna see if I can get a sell below 28. Get a buy below 28. There we go. I'll take that. That's a lovely trade. Thank you very much. Well done, Tony. We're over goal, and thanks for the over goal today. So well done, Tony. Thanks for coming. See you tomorrow. I think Tony's back after a 3-month hiatus. I think Tony's back on form. Right. Not risking anything. I'm not risking anything substantial now. I'm just going to trade small. Yeah, John. Have a quick look at EGL. I'll come back to Roblox in a minute. Popped up and back down. Treasure Global pop and drop this morning. So you always got to be wary of the old pop and drop. Roblox. Currently got a low of 27.76. That's where I said 27.70 is where I said it might bounce. Not saying it won't go lower today, but on this move, I think very extended to the downside. Showing signs of exhaustion right now, so I'm thinking it may have a little bit of a bounce, maybe back up to 29 or even the VWAP at 30 before going again. We've got the 9 EMA at 29, the VWAP just above 30, the 20 EMA at just above 31. So the dollar resistance on all of them. I hope some of you managed to catch Roblox falling out of the vomiting at the same time. Oh, down, we're underneath. I'll get 27.50. If we went to zero pre-market, we'll get halted prior to going to zero. But if it did go to zero pre-market, then whoever's shorting it could make an absolute fortune. Yeah, absolutely, John. Absolutely. Which is why I don't like day trading in my SIP. So you say an IRA, but for me it's SIP. I don't like to day trade in my SIP because there's no leverage and there's no short, there's no borrowing or shorting if that's the case. It's not necessarily the company would fail. It means that it would get delisted. Before it reached zero, it would get delisted and end up on the pink sheets, but they would probably end up looking for a bailout of some description, or they've been looking for some kind of support, maybe, acquisition or whatever. Really, Vegas? Well, I didn't pay for it. Stocks, there's 3 types of halt, dude. probably aware, but if anyone's wondering, there is volatility halts which don't happen pre-market or post-market. So volatility halts are just to cool the market down when there's excessive volatility. But the other two types of halt are halt pending news, which happens quite a lot pre-market, just prior to a news drop, a scheduled news drop. Probably the more nefarious one is halt pending investigation. Now, the halt pending investigation is, the investigation can take weeks and sometimes months, and your funds, your equity is locked up in that while the investigation goes on. And it can happen if there's insider trading, or if it's whatever the situation may be, and the NASDAQ or the NYSE might just suspend trading pending investigation because they don't like the look of the trading activity, in which case, upon resumption, and it's usually sometime later, you could be down sizable amounts if you're going long, or if you're going short and it gaps up, you could be down sizable amounts. One of the day trade with Tony traders, I think it was Ed or Dave. I think it was Dave. Last year, got stuck in the halt with Silicon Valley Bank. We were all shorting it, and he got stuck in the halt when he was shorting it, but it took about 3 weeks before it actually hit the OTC markets, the pink sheets, and he got a nice payoff with that. But your equity's tied up until that happens, because it was sub $1. He was in it about $12 a share or something. He shorted it all the way down, and I think it was $12. He got halted, and then when it resumed on the OTC markets, he got paid out at sub $1. So it was great. Well, SPX options or SPY options, same thing. We'll see in 12 minutes on that, but market on all the new jobs, you won't be able to take the options until 9:30 anyway. So you'll be able to see what the market reaction is to the unemployment numbers. Yeah, I would, if you're getting a whole bunch of net new jobs, people in employment, the market doesn't tend to like that. The market likes it when the public gets screwed over. So the more people unemployed, the more people on the unemployment roll claiming benefits and welfare, the market prefers that to less people unemployed and less people claiming benefits. So you probably see a market sell-off if there are a whole bunch of net new jobs. Go figure. Don't ask me why. It's just that that's the way the market tends to behave. What you think is good news for Joe Public is usually bad news for the markets. Well, Roblox, I wasn't far off. I didn't quite catch the bottom. I was $1 short of the bottom, but that was a good trade. What's moving right now? Depop pulling back. It's at the 20 right now. Well, Uno reverse, isn't it? Well, let's have a look at Reddit for Jay as well. So sorry, Jay, I got caught up in the Roblox sell-off. So Jay, Reddit, as you can see on the 1 minute, 5 minute, no volume, nothing happening. But if you look at it on the daily, so what you're saying here, pulling back. We're slightly above the 200 EMA on the daily, but we've got a bit of a golden cross here at the beginning of the month. It popped up on earnings, but that hard rejection yesterday, I don't like it. So I would probably expect it to continue selling. What was the reason for it to sell off so bad after good earnings? Did it have a poor catalyst come out after earnings? Have a quick look at Reddit on the news from yesterday. A lot of analyst ratings. Rating. Yeah, just analyst ratings that I can see. ARK Invest bought some. It was already plunging by then. I can't see any particular news catalyst other than analyst ratings, and most of them were positive. So, yeah. How's the market looking today? But it wasn't a market issue because the market's been pretty flat the last couple of days. If you look at it on the daily, you see that we had these moves up, but then this week, in fact, it's been pretty flat. Last couple of days, so we're slightly down at the moment, but not by a huge amount. So we'll see what the market gives us in a little over an hour. Good power, nice double bottom, 5-minute double bottom there over the last hour. 7:30 to 8:30 at the bottoms, and then the bounce. Yeah, it went to 60 pre-market, post-market there, Jay. So if you look at go back to Reddit, just for Jay. So if you look at this on the 60-minute chart here, it went up to, this was post-market hours because it dropped its earnings there on Wednesday evening, and it went up to $60.40 as a high. But when it pulled back, after that, it just started selling. So from 7 o'clock onwards yesterday, it sold off pretty much all day, and went to a low of $49.70. So if it breaks $50, if it breaks below $50 today, I can see it breaking below that low of $49.70 and maybe even taking 49 again. So I think we're a lot closer to, certainly a lot closer to 49 than we are to 60. Rid of these lines, they're no longer relevant. Oh, good for you, Jay. I stayed away from Reddit. I was thinking about ARM Holdings not doing me well. I took a strangle on ARM Holdings and Airbnb last night, and neither of them are paying off today. So that's the unfortunately that's what happens if it doesn't go your way. So right now, ARM Holdings, $99. My break even is 95. So I needed it to move about $9 where I got in, which was $11. Sorry, $10, $11. I needed it to move. The VWAP is just another moving average. If you look at it on it loses its potency. I don't say it didn't work on the daily. What I'm saying is it loses its potency, it loses its relevance on the daily chart or above, daily, weekly, monthly, annually. The VWAP is an intraday trend indicator. It's a very important indicator for intraday moves. So it kind of loses that potency for longer term trends, which is like daily and above. And Airbnb, well, I'll have to just sell market orders at the open and see what I get. I think how much I can recover. So it looks like I'm going to be on a loser because my Airbnb actually I'm not too far off break even on Airbnb. 144.45. So it's 145. I'm on 50 cents off. So if it pulls back, I was about 3k up on Airbnb. I've never been comfortable on the arm triangle at all, so we'll wait for the open. I might. Hang on a minute. We've got Thursday, so we've only got one day, so probably not going to get much back from it. Might get about 6 or 7k maybe. Selling my contracts today. I'll see which way it goes. If it starts to move up, if it gets over $100 arm before by the open, I'll just market close the position and see what I can get back for it. So CPOP. I don't understand it. The swing highs, it's not actually breaking any new swing highs. Yeah, possibly, Mike. Arm Holdings, I do like it as a company, but I hate it right now. Safe and green. We've got news. That's a big spike there. It's like 60% spike. It does have news. Safe and Green Holdings receives expanded scope of work for contract with the government contractor to refurbish 15 container modules for a major US agent. Alright, let's have a look at it. Big spreads. There's no volume on it yet, so let a bit of volume come in. Those spreads could narrow down to 10 cents right, well 11 cents right now. Well, yeah, so 3 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents. So as much as 20 cents on the spreads. Breaking new highs though. And then swinging back low. So go from, this candle went all the way up to 4.95, also 5.95, and down to 5.55. So 40-cent swing. Think about that. New highs. I don't like it. And it breaks lows all the way down, back down to, it's gone red. So despite what I would say was a decent catalyst, it's gone red. So that's safe and green. That's why you don't get in on the first pot. Well, you never see the first pot, but wait for the volume to come in. And first big volume candle on the news drop. The next two were a bit of a larger volume and they were both red. So that might still move up, but I don't trust it. Daniel, why do you not wait? Wait for the confirmation. When I was watching 590, but I was watching it on the bid. It never got over 5. It went up to 6 or 7 on the ask, but it never got over 590 on the bid. So I was watching 590 for confirmation for that pop over $6 on the bid, not on the ask, but on the bid, and it never got over 590. So you've got to watch the spreads. All price stop making big moves. Helping. Already up 75% on the day. That's a big move as well. So Taoping, if you like these lower priced stocks, something that you could have a quick look at the news catalyst that's making this move. On Taoping. On Time Bensinger. They've just launched a new AI-powered smart terminal, but be very wary. There is a prospectus that was registered just yesterday, so they might hit the market with an offering. Back to 20 million ordinary shares. Just careful as it. I want to get caught in an offering, certainly not pre-market at least. Well done, John. You degenerate. Hey, Adam, how you doing, buddy? And of course, Jay, I'm just a fat guy on the internet. I'm not a market professional. I'm not an analyst. I'm only offering my opinion, not any advice, stock picks, signals, or anything like that. It's all, everything that comes out of my mouth is just a load of garbage that I don't know what I'm doing. I know I do it well, but I haven't a clue what I'm doing. So don't follow me blindly. Do not blame me or sue me if you lose money. Well, it'd be a lot better if ARM was selling off it, and Airbnb for that matter. Two strangles overnight, option strangles overnight, ARM and Airbnb, and they were down at the level I needed them to be, but they're gaining momentum to the upside now, and I don't like that. SLQT, is that like the select quote? No volume. Nvidia breaking highs, and oh yeah, so we got the unemployment. So whilst I was talking about other things, we got the unemployment data came out. And the market has reacted quite nicely. So let's go back to the market here. So unemployment data came out here on this candle here. And what we're getting is initial jobless claims, 231,000 versus the 212 estimate. So that's good from a market perspective. Average Joe on the streets lost his job, market rallied. So there's more people claiming for the first time. Continuing jobless claims, not much difference. 1.785 million versus the 1.79 million. It was like 50,000. So it's not a big difference, but slightly less than estimated. Continuing, but more initial jobs. More people have lost their jobs recently than anticipated. So that's the jobless claims and why the market is moving upwards. Not moving up at, let's say it's mixed results. Not moving up at a rapid pace, but it's just gone green on the day, and it's dragging a lot of the S&P 500 stocks with it. The likes of Nvidia, which we like to see, which has gone green on the day as well. So long may that continue. That had gone below 900. I don't like it down there. Roblox looking to curl back now. So Roblox for me looks like a long for the rest of the day. I'm not saying it's a stock pick. I'm just saying I think the initial reaction to the earnings was a little bit excessive. Happy that it did because we shorted it and managed to make some nice money out of it. But I think we probably see it bounce to around 30-31 today. So let's see. I'm not saying it will, just my opinion, and it probably will be a slow burner to get there. Okay, ARM Holdings. I've got 24 hours for you. $9.99. ARM Holdings. Now they've got to drop $5 or rally $22 for me to make money in the next 24 hours. I think I'm just going to sell it and take the hit. I'll sell on the open and take the hit. dollar out of the money on Airbnb as well. I don't say invalid, Jay. I said it loses its importance. It loses its potency. It's not as accurate, or not as accurate an indicator when because you got mixed volatility. If you take Reddit, for example, you'll get a spike on the volume because of the earnings, and that will impact the view up on the daily abnormally. So that's why you get a particular one-day anomaly in terms of volume, and it does impact it. So got 2 IPOs going live today. PAL is one of them. Probably will hit the market about 11 o'clock. That's likely to hit the market around $14, maybe $15. And we've got SVCO, which is likely to hit the market around between $18 and $20. So SVCO. Not sure how volatile it will be. Not sure what kind of volume we'll get with it. Nano nuclear energy yesterday was quite volatile. If you look at this on the 5-minute, on the 50-minute, sorry, it opened up at was it 350? 360 it opened at, and it went all the way up to 627 before pulling back, and then it's been kind of trading within the kind of 50% range since then. So Nano nuclear energy was yesterday's IPO. I didn't trade it, but if you did and you made money, well done. Didn't, if you did and you lost money, commiserations. Nano nuclear energy. Our old friend Pagaya had earnings, and whilst it's got no volume and the spreads are horrible, it's moved up quite nicely. Morning, Thomas. Good morning, Cass. Vegas. And Robinhood had earnings last night. They reported well. I thought about taking Hood for a strangle last night, but then I thought, you know what? If I'm going to take it, I'm going to trade it. So it's $19 a share. I can afford that. But I didn't. I went to sleep instead. I had the little one in my bed, so I wasn't going to be trading at silly o'clock when I would have woken her up. Robinhood moving up. Robin in the hood. Still never recovered from the GameStop scandal, these men. Oh, okay, safe and green holdings and safe and green development are not the same thing. Huh, we'll figure. Like penny stocks, it looks like that's trying to make a move as well. Safe and green development. Like penny stocks, if you like to play on the roulette, this you know, on under $1, this is what I call roulette territory. No need for me to be gambling with this nonsense. But it's nice to see an upwards, gives me a little bit of positivity, seeing an upwards momentum chart like this. Oh, it has only gone 17 cents. Really strong, actually. Less than 82. Okay. What I find amusing is I see it on the ticker tape that kind of the fractional pennies is being sold at, and yet on the level 2 it's almost to the penny most of the time. Come on, arm holdings, have a bit of a sell-off. Issue an offering to the market. Anything. Well, let's go back to Reddit, Jay, and we'll talk about why the VWAP isn't important on the daily. So we'll go back to the daily here, and you'll see that we've got the VWAP here. The Reddit, a lot of volume coming in here because it's new IPO. A lot of interest to start off with, and then it starts to wane, and the volume becomes very, very low. Look at the volume there. We're getting a spike here on volume. That's where the earnings were. Volume spike there, and that in itself will throw the potency of the VWAP out, just because of that 1 day's volume spike. Now, not such a big thing when you take the limited data points here, but if you look at something else, if we look at let's say something else let's have a look at. Okay. Not getting the volume spike yet, but you've got a volume spike here. The VWAP favors the increased volume, so it's a weighted moving average. It's weighted heavily towards volume. Hence why it does move ahead of the 9 EMA or something like that, of a 9 standard moving average. We've got half an hour for these two, Arm and Airbnb, to vomit. Hopefully they'll vomit at the open and I can hold on to my strangle until they get me some money. So it might not work that way. I did say that Roblox is looking like it will move up. Slow grind, possibly, but you might find it bit of a sell-off at the open. If you look at this now, it's kind of rejected twice at the VWAP. But if it gets above the VWAP, you've got the golden cross here at 840, where the 9 crossed over the 20. So if the price action get above the VWAP, I think it can stay above the VWAP and make that little bit of a bounce after a hard sell-off on earnings, and get over 30, maybe even $31 today. That's Roblox. So it's a good sell-off, a good stock to go short, very liquid stock, easy to borrow. There's Top Gapper, Pop Culture Group. CPOP is the CPOP is the ticker. It is currently 88% up. So Top Gapper over $2. I stress that. It's probably best look for a gap and go at the moment. Maybe IVP's below the VWAP, which kind of stressing me out a little bit. Nothing else over $2, above $2 that meets my criteria for a gap and go candidate. So we've got a little over half an hour to see if something does make a pop, and we're getting something moving right now. You can watch that while I find out why. Play AGS. Got earnings later today. What's the news? It was halted earlier for news pending. Alright, okay, so they expect AGS expects to propose 1.1 billion merger transaction to close it in the second half of next year. They've signed a definitive deal to be acquired by affiliates of Brightstar Capital Partners at $12.50 a share. So it's going to flatline up here around $12. It's not going to. It's currently up at 30%, but it's going to flatline up there because it's an acquisition. So no real opportunity there, unfortunately. We do like big moves, but when they're just going to flatline, not really our cup of tea. What strangle did I do? I did Airbnb and ARM Holdings last night, Jack, and whilst they're both down, they're not down enough to get me in the money. So we'll see what happens at the open. If they nosedive, great. Otherwise, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to have to sell it at a loss. Cover those strangles at a loss. So my break even on Airbnb is 144 and 45. It's currently 144.89. So I'm just above, just outside the money there, just above the break even on Airbnb. But ARM Holdings, my break even is 95.15. So I'm way off that. But it looks like ARM Holdings is going to cost me quite a bit. So I'm hoping that Airbnb takes a nosedive at the open and will cover the cost of ARM Holdings. They're not all going to go in your favour. That's the thing. Is I mean, I've done well up until now. So up until this quarter's earnings, up about 111k 640 on all my strangles since the start of this quarter. So Amazon hit me hard as well, but I was covered by at least Amazon. IVP, I think I've got what I'm going to get out of IVP by the looks of it. I mean, this down. If you look at the 5-minute, from the top, yeah, downward resistance is pretty convincing. So that's downwards resistance. I would want to see it get over before I even touch it again. I'm just going to leave that downwards resistance line there. It's pretty conclusive. But we're getting lower lows as well. Are we? Oh, it seems to have found around 470-ish. Had what 469, 8, 469. So that 470 area, give or take, it's where it's finding support, but it definitely looks weak. So it's underneath the VWAP. It's forming. We're getting lower highs. You've got that flat bottom, a descending wedge into a flat bottom. Typically, not always, but typically would break downwards and sell off. About 76% of the time, it would sell off. The flat bottom wedge. Cheers, get him. Oh, don't worry, I won't be sticking it. I won't be sticking around. It doesn't, Ken. The bottom line is it doesn't. People have asked me that. Is it seasonal trading stocks? And no, it isn't. It isn't seasonal. So what you tend to find is you don't get as many stocks move. So if you're trading. If you're trading the large caps, then yes, it's seasonal. You tend to get lower volume in the summertime trading large caps. But in the small caps, you still get the ones that move. You're only looking for 2-3 stocks a day. If that, one a day is good enough, one stock off, you're still getting the news drops, still get the increased volume, relative volume on that one stock and big moves. It's all year round. You don't have to change that. I don't have to change that strategy because yeah, you might not get as many movers, but to be fair, we've not had that continuation over the last couple of months. It's been quite choppy, so hopefully in the summer we'll get some continuation. But no, I won't be trading futures. I don't trade futures. I don't trade anything that's a derivative. I would prefer to trade the instruments that make up the derivative. Yeah, I know. Get him. I'm a devil for overtrading. What are you gonna do? I'm a degenerate. What can I say? Let's have a look at that one for you there, John. There's your bounce taking place right now. This might be an interesting play if it gets back above $5. So we've got the okay, so they've just released the Q1 2024 financial results. They've just filed the corporate statement and the quarterly report. So on filing of those reports, they all came out at 8 o'clock. So it's selling off hard. It's an hour late. It's delayed by an hour. The reaction. So go figure. First quarter results, but you only started selling, in the run up to 9 o'clock. All the data came out at 8. Go figure. Afternoon, Black Eagle. Consider Group, no volume there, Adam. Had a good run up in the back end of the afternoon yesterday. Went from like almost a whole dollar. Yeah, it was a whole dollar, 680 up to 780, and then kind of stayed up there around 760. But it's coming back down. Who knows? It's on low volumes. Only 3,500 shares traded so far today, but it's on low volume, so don't know if it's going to continue to bounce. It did sell off hard at the open yesterday. Went down under $4 yesterday at the open before bouncing. So we'll see what happens. Will it continue to bounce? It went all the way down to $3.50 before bouncing back up to $7. But will it continue? It was a $10 stop pre-market this time yesterday. They got a nice move on Mullen yesterday. So I got this move on Mullen yesterday. Hold it out as well. So this moved up. I got this full move here. So I was watching for the breakout, and I got this move up here. Oh, great! Great move on Mullen. It did move back up again after I traded it. So nice day I finished on yesterday. Cheers, Matt. So I think the joke in the Discord yesterday was no one would have believed how I'm going to trade in Mullen when I said it's 6 months ago before all its reverse splits. How I used to beat up on Mullen. So yeah, it's 2,500 on Mullen yesterday. Nice strong day actually. Oh, for 5k. 5,200 day yesterday. Oh, 46 today. So a little bit more, and maybe we could beat that. Let's get rid of lines from yesterday. No worries, Matt. Well, I've moved. I'm no longer in Ireland, so I've moved to the tropics. I would hardly say this is the grind. The grind was the 9 to 5. All the travelling and porting into a boss that doesn't appreciate the hard work you put in. You know, that's the grind. Porting into a two-faced boss at that. CEO that's praising you in an AGM 1 minute and then bitching about you behind your back the next. You're like, I'm either doing a good job or I'm not. Which is it? Green spark. Earnings day, I believe, this morning. So yeah, just reported earnings, top of the hour. The ones who were taking a position. That moved up. Not moved up huge amounts. Thought it might do. So let's have a quick look at the earnings for Clean Spark. EPS 58 cents, beats the 4 cents estimate. Sales 111.8 million beats the 102.5 million estimate. So it's a good Q2 numbers call from CleanSpark. So let's see, will this move? Did I work for Alistair? I know workplaces can be toxic, Jack. That's why people work for me, love working for me, because I try to make them not toxic. And all these broad shoulders, sometimes it's difficult because when you're trying to shelter your employees from the toxic crap that's coming from above, it's sometimes very hard and stressful. Trying to get the best out of them, and I've found that carrots work better than sticks. If you're managing a team, if you're new to managing a team, carrots will always work better than sticks. Sometimes you need to use a stick, but only on the donkeys. Okay? Carrots usually work better than sticks. So if you incentivize, oh my good, Airbnb's letting me down as well. Looks like I'm going to be affiliated pocket on yesterday's strangles. But look, it is what it is. Thought CleanSpark would get a bit more volatility and volume than how it normally trades. Getting a pop on C-pop, completely missed it. But the entry I would have been looking forward to about 345. New high of day. 344. I'm not really seeing anything right now that's taking my fancy for the open. Got 20 minutes left, and I'm not seeing anything that's. I think it's really good. Pop maybe, but I missed that pop on Pop Culture Group. Now I've got to wait for another entry pullback. Lost just under $800 on Uber's strangle yesterday. It wasn't too bad. 20k down on Amazon. So the last 4 strangles I've taken on earnings haven't gone my way, or at the moment they're not going my way. The last 2, so Airbnb and Arm. So it's not a foolproof strategy, but very often it's very good strategies to use. Got to pick the ones that think that they're going to be the most volatile. I mean, Roblox would have been a good one to take the strangle on. I might down 25%. But we shorted that anyway, so. Gone a bit more aggressive and gone a bit harder with roadblocks, but not going to get FOMO now after the fact. Over 9.46. I'm doing 12 cents on this one on my average cost now. 0.5. And the low here. That's 46. Yeah, so breaks lower than 46, so 45. $700. Risk. A cushion of 4,600. That's not bad. It's difficult at the moment, Daniel. I'll give you that. It is difficult. It's very choppy at the moment. I deliberately didn't get in there for the break of highs. I wanted to see the confirmation, and all the volume started flooding through. So I thought, okay, there you go. Get back over 3. Could do. Well, the last pop it did pull back quite a bit. Into that 340, 346 line exit. 5-minute low. 46. Yeah, I'll stick to that. Breaks a new low on the 5-minute. Yeah, I totally agree, Brandon. Totally agree with that. You can make money in this market. You can make money in a bull market, sure. Okay. Next time, when like 500 shit, I've got confirmation on for me. Paid for the trade. Have a look at Orbix Labs. No volume on it yet. So yeah, John, I can see what you're saying. A nice little pot. 17% pot, 50-cent move up. There's no volume on it. The spreads are horrible. 20 cents on the spreads, which for a $3 stock is huge. And we've not had a 20K volume candle yet. So let the volume come in. All that RAPT bounce is looking very solid too. Back to moment. RAPT bounce looking very solid. Spreads are horrible on it though. 30-cent spreads. And they don't cover the rates. 40-cent spread, ATR is 33. So the spreads engulf the actual range, the ATR. So that's a little bit too risky for me, even though it looks like it's trying to curl back up and go red to green. Just the fact that the spreads are so wide, just to me, a bit too risky. Take a look for a bounce on the 9 there. Start a position. Today. Well, hope it does there, Adam. We've not seen the big move today. I mean, most of this week, the big moves have come like 11 o'clock onwards. So anyway, guys, we've got 5 minutes. Can 13 people before 5 minutes? If you haven't already, just smash that thumbs up button. Got 5 minutes to get 13 people to smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, 12 of you need to do it. There's less than half of you have. So the half that hasn't, smash the thumbs up button. Do it now. You know you want to. Do it now. I think I would have to encourage you at this stage. And if you've not subscribed to the channel already, just do that while you're hitting the thumbs up button. IVT, a little bit of pop, ashing the VWAP again. Test the highs on this one or not. Oh, 3 minutes till the market opens. Hey, doctor. You're probably all right. That's probably what I'll do after the open. I will take your advice after this trade and trade smaller. Risking creating a low here, I will exit. I'll go for the run. There's always one, and it's usually you get him. Fair play to you. Degenerate. A man after my own heart. Well done. Well, on the last minute. My scanner's over. Got a similar setup to me. Change your scanners over, guys. I don't really want to be in this much longer. Oh, there we go. I'll get a. We're about to get the open, so I don't want to risk a flush at the open, which it potentially could. Well, there you go. It's actually happening before the open, so we can always get back in if it turns around. 15 seconds, and away we'll go. I got it after 10 cents on my average entry. Let's see what else is here. I know what I need to do. I need to get off triangles. Yep. There we go. Well, that cost me. Didn't really make much. Small amount. Had a trailing stop in place. Yeah. Higher veterinary practice. Yeah, we're already there, Adam. Now it's down at 470. Okay, that's breaking lows. Actually halted to the downside. Go. All breaking highs. Pre-market high of 748. $750 is the high of the day. Big sellers at 750. Over the pre-market high. Get 10 cents on it would be nice. $0.05 spreads. Spreads right now, it looks like it's pulling back. I'll set my stop there below the last green candle. Glad to hear it, John. Glad to hear it. Like that. Pulling back a little bit too much for my liking. Power. breaking highs. I don't know what I'm talking about, clearly. $4, 404. The pre-market higher support. For a new high of day. $20, $8.30. Typical. Mullen went all the way back up. Teapot right now, so one trade at a time. What are you guys watching right now? Anything? NBC up quite a bit. I don't like the not keen on the volume profile there though. Teapot going to break 450. Oh, 10-cent trailing stop, and it gets stopped out straight away. So it is what it is. Still significantly up on the day. SPY gone red on the day. The market gone red on the day. Excuse me, a lot of red. Momentum seems to be downwards at the moment. A lot of red. Catalytics down. Right down. Short sale restriction. Sky water. Short sale restriction on Catalytics. A lot of these are moving downward. We're on short sale restriction. Short sale restriction on yesterday's IPO. Nano nuclear. Oh, GameStop just popped off. Leverage. Oh, very little leverage. Shorting day today. Have a look at what's moving side. Hell of a lot to the downside. Oh well, INOD just broke $11. No data. Well, you get that at this first 15 minutes of the open, you always get the big rangy moves. Get 11.50, that'll be okay, I think. 44 on the ask. Mad. I'll watch Brit again. 10% spreads. $0.10 spreads, 20 cents on the range, so that 20-cent stop I had was never going to be worthwhile. At least 30. To get the $0.50, that's what we're looking for. $5 on the ask. The $0.50 on the ask. $0.10, I'm taking some off. I'm just going to put that there. Pull back. Break even. $0.20 trailing stop there. It shouldn't be. It should be 30. It should be a 30-cent trailing stop because this is using the full range. This move. I've scaled down. Who's back up? I'll just swap that for a. Who's back up and test the highs? I'll swap it out for a 30-cent trailing stop. It's a profitable move. Looking for 1160 on the ask, and I'll swap these. I'll change the stop out. Current high of day is 1157, so I want a new high, and I'll change it to a 30-cent trailing stop. Isn't it? Get that new high or get stopped out. Back to this in a second. We're looking at Altimmune, very strong looking chart. One trade at a time. It's smaller, Tony, you said. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Don't say I don't listen to you guys. Oh, you were over goal, mate. Did you not say you were over goal earlier? Wow. Okay. What slippage did I get on that? I had my stops. Slippage is terrible. I had 37. That's not right. Not right at all. 24-cent slippage on a 1,000 shares. Come on, I should be getting filled straight away on 1,000 shares. Well, as long as it's small red, Mike. Small red's better than a big red. Altimmune. So Nanonuclear, yesterday's IPO, started to make a nice move up. Just gone green on the day. Nice volume there on that last candle. Apart from that last candle, volume's a bit iffy. You know, considering this is the IPO, I would have thought the volume might be a little bit better, but yeah, it is what it is. You can't win them all. Nice too. Apple breaking highs. Nvidia pulling lows. S&P 500 kind of in between. So the S&P 500 is green. The NASDAQ is actually red. Russell Index green. Dow Jones, nice green. Dog is snoring. I've not given her treat because she's snoring away. Hey, let sleeping dogs lie. So I've done exactly that. Well, I think I'm going to lock in a 3.5k day, I think. Absolutely, John. That's the best way to do it. Start focusing on those winning weeks, and green streaks. That's what you want to be looking at. Red days are inevitable. They're like Thanos. I not like them, but they're inevitable. What's with SEZL? A little higher price one. Looks like it's just altering, so it's bezel. Have a quick look and I'll tell you exactly what's going on with that if there's any news. They reported Q1 financial results, Peter. So that's why Sezzle's moving up. After hours yesterday, both EPS and sales beat year over year. So that's good. Good Q1 results, and they've been moving up since after hours yesterday. That's what's happening with Sezzle. I don't like the volume on it. Got Altimmune. Gonna go up with that volume on that. Just dropped off as well. Right now, I'm kind of not a lot to trade, and the trade accuracy today, 4. 4 losers, 2 winners, but the 2 winners have been big ones, so I'm 3.5k. I'll take that. I think I'm just going to lock it in. Nice, solid green day. Let me sticking around. Let's have a quick. I've not done one of these for a while, so let's have a look at one of these. Yeah, so we're 200 bucks up before today. Add that, so we're 3,700 up on the week. 10k month. Oh no, that's April. I want May. Why am I looking at April? $160 this week so far. 11.5k this week, this month so far. Add that. That takes me to 15k for the month. Let's just switch this around so you can actually see what's going on, what I'm looking at, and I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm looking at. Where's my... Okay. So this is my... I want that on here as well. So this is my Benzinga scanners. This is how I've got my Benzinga set up. And you'll see I've got my gap scanner here, I've got my surging stocks, and then I've got my momentum scanner, which should be there like that. I've got my signals, I've got my alert. If you're not using Benzinga, check it out. It's a great tool. Go check that out. You can find it in the link tree or in the description, and you can check it out for free for 14 days. It's a fantastic tool, Benzinga. Now, what I wanted to see was so this is May. Let's see, started May green. We had a red day on Monday, but we've recovered that now. So we're having a green week. It's important to lock it in green and have a green day tomorrow just to consolidate that. Let's have a look at the detail here to date. So let's quick times, and you can see straight away had a great start to the year in January, and then that's really what's been keeping me going from a day trading perspective. Big red February, small red March, green April and May so far. So May's already ahead of April, but it's nowhere near January. So that's where we are at the moment. Let's have a look. Drawdown. I'll come back to the drawdown in a second, but we're averaging across the year to date 2k. So it's a far cry from the 6k from last year, but it's all positive, all good. But I don't want to dwell on it too much in terms of the cumulative draw. Still insignificant drawdown, still 30k drawdown, which is from back in February, sorry. So we had that drawdown, added to it in March, and we've never quite recovered yet. So hits and stops, base hits. I look at trade accuracy today, got a bit off kilter. A little worse. Normally I would be doing about 66 to 33, something like that, but my trade accuracy is a little bit down at the moment, and my K ratios are nowhere near where it should be. So I've got a little bit to work on. Largest loss this year is 26. It's 21 against the largest gains, 26. So that's kind of a 1-to-1 almost. So I want to be seeing larger wins. So yeah, I'm not doing bad, but I'm not doing good at the moment. So I'm locking in some good greens now, with the exception of Monday. It's the only one red day today in May. So long may that continue. And let's go back to one. Oh, 4 bends. Nip across to what's approximately about my net this month. I've just covered that off, Adam. My Benzinga setup. There's a tutorial on how I set Benzinga up. Is up on my YouTube channel, core. So if you want to go and check that out, just my link tree is in the bio, and you can get to my YouTube via my link tree along with Benzinga. If you want to join the Day Trade with Tony community as well, if you want to become a Day Trade with Tony student, those links are all in the link tree as well. Day Trade with Tony education package, including reading material, including the lectures, including access to the Day Trade with Tony private Discord. Get all that. Benzinga, try that out for free. And if you want to try that out for free and you want to use my setup, as I say, I've got a tutorial on YouTube there with my setup, so you can go and check that out. About 15-20 minute tutorial. Yeah, and we go again tomorrow. So tomorrow is Friday, and I'll put the scanners up from 7, but we'll start again from 8 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. I'm finishing up now, locking in 3.5K, so another strong green day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.
Living the life, living large, Tony's in charge. He's got the knowledge, the skills, and the art. Streaming live, stock trading all day, helping people learn and make money their own way. From Wall Street to Tokyo, Tony's got the flow. Teaching the game, ain't nothing to show. He's got the charts, the trends, and the moves. Making profit, making moves is groove. Trading with Tony, he's the man. Learn from him, you'll join the winning band. Making money